Doctor Janine Show. So great to have you all here today. And please say hello. Please tell me where everyone is from today. So great to have so many new followers every time we do this live show. And we are talking some interesting things this week. So we will be talking parasites. More importantly, we're talking about flukes and liver flukes and the scary side effects of having some of these flukes and you wouldn't even know it. As well as we are making our detox shot today, which is amazing. So if you've seen the last couple of weeks, we did our anti-inflammatory turmeric shot a couple of weeks ago, and last week we did our UTI busting shot. I want to hear who has made some of these shots. Please put it in the comments. Put a yes in the comments if you have made any of our shots. But we're doing this one today, which is amazing. We're also sharing my detox foot bath recipe with you today, which is amazing for parasites, but it's also great for detoxing all of those organs, great for the kids as well. And we are talking cellulite, ladies. Yes, we are. So if you've got those lumps and bumps on the backs of the legs, we're going to be talking about how to bust away that cellulite as well, which is so much fun. So we're going to the kitchen, we're going to the beauty set. Oh, let me not forget. Besides the parasites and all that, we're also talking about the number 11 line. So if you have any concerns about, doing things naturally is always the way to go, in my opinion. We're going to do some face taping for those number 11. So don't go anywhere. It's a fun-filled, jam-packed show today. We are going and we're talking about so many things natural today. So I want to let you know, again, that this is day 2. If you've seen on Instagram and, of course, on YouTube, and talking about spring detox. So yes, welcome to spring. Hello, who is happy about the spring? Please put some flowers in the comments. I'm so happy that spring has sprung. And this is the best time of the year to detoxify. Don't forget, we have our quiz questions coming up during the show as well. This is a very interactive show. And so today's day 2 of our spring detox challenge. Yesterday, the challenge was all about getting outside. I hope you had some beautiful weather like we did here in Ontario, Canada. But today, we are eating local. So do your best to eat something local. We have some posts on that, so make sure that you check it out. And make sure that you're following me on my different channels. And it's so great to have you all here today. Hello, Jimmy. Hello, Solata. Hello, Rose. Nice to see you. Alan, Ali Banfield, nice to see you. Hello, Peaceful Tea. Thank you for all those beautiful spring flowers. Mama Laura, thanks for those flowers as well. If I don't always call you out, I apologize. I do my best. We have so much happening during the live shows that sometimes it's difficult for me to mention everyone, but this is a very interactive show, don't forget. And we archive the shows now as well on Instagram. So yes, on YouTube, but on Instagram. So if you miss any part of it, you can always go back. We will be sharing recipes that you can screenshot today as well, which is amazing. And if you missed last week's show, we talked about spring detox tips. We talked about leptin resistance, estrogen dominance, weight loss. We made that UTI fighting shot, and we can come back to that and circle back to that again. And we made our laundry soap. So I want to know as well, we'll talk about that in a little bit, how many of you were able to make the natural laundry soap, which I love. It's so amazing. It's a game changer in terms of getting those toxins out of your home and out of your clothes. Okay. Are we ready to get started? All right, let's get going with talking about parasites. So you're going to see some really fun, scary images, just warning you, not scary at all. Well, let's talk about flukes. So these can be in your body, and we will come to the beauty set in just a minute. We're going to do some face taping for our number 11 lines. But these flukes can get into your liver, and more specifically into the bile ducts of your liver. And you don't have to travel anywhere to pick up these flukes. They're in every country except Antarctica. So you can pick up flukes just about anywhere on this planet. And if you're eating raw fruits and vegetables, of course, if you eat contaminated, usually freshwater fish that hasn't been properly cooked, you can pick up these flukes, as well as if you eat sushi, very commonly you can be picking up these flukes. And the scary thing about flukes is that they have their own stem cells, so they can regenerate. We'll go into a little bit of the anatomy of the fluke maybe in just a second. Who wants to see? Who's got the EBGBs right now? Put a 1 in the comments. But don't. Yes, Dennis, in fish. Absolutely. That's where you pick these up. Just put a 1 in the comments if this is really exciting for you, because it is for me. And we've got to talk about it because most importantly, here's another one. Look. Oh my goodness. Let's look at this really quickly. And here we see, in terms of the parasites they have and the flukes, they have like a little suction cup at their head, and they also have another suction cup and that's what can attach itself to your bile ducts. have a lot of light colored stools, floating stools. That can be an indication of having these flukes if you have fatigue. But the scary thing with having these flukes in the liver is that you can have no symptoms at all, and you can have these things for 20, 30 years and not know it. And there's a lot of research now that's going into the correlation between having flukes and some of the big diseases like cancer out there. So this is something that we definitely want to be proactive about. And this is why I'm all about doing parasite cleansing. And I've shared, some of my stories about parasite cleansing and some of the herbal medicines that I love. Okay, let's look really quickly here. You can see what's going on here with this parasite. And it has its whole anatomy. It has its own genitourinary tract as well. It has testes and ovaries. I know. This is something that definitely, you may not know that you've got these flukes, but they could be robbing you of your energy levels and more importantly can cause more serious disease. So it's something that we definitely want to be proactive about and getting rid of these and doing regular parasite cleansing. I've got a ton of content on how to do that, my favorite herbal medicines on how to do that parasite cleansing. So make sure that you check it out. Okay, so now we're gonna go to talk about one of the things that you can do for parasites, but also as an internal cleanse, is to pull toxins out through your feet. And doing a detox foot bath is one of the best things that you can do to pull those toxins out. And I'm going to share that recipe with you now. This is something that I do with myself, my kids, and it's super, super easy, okay? So let's look at what we're putting into the detox foot bath. Now, I will be coming back, thank you, and talking about tips for cellulite in just a minute, so don't go anywhere. Okay, so here's a basin. You just need your basin, and that's how you're going to mix all your ingredients in, okay? So we've got about 1/3 cup of Himalayan or sea salt or a bath salt recipe, again, a pure one, and that is something that you're going to start with. That's part of the mix. So about 1/3 cup of that. I'm going to show you this recipe so you don't have to go anywhere. And you don't have to write any of this down or remember any of it because you'll be able to screenshot it in just a second. We're going to show it up on the screens. We've also got some apple cider vinegar, about 1/2 cup of apple cider vinegar. So I'm mixing that into my basin. And we can already see some fizzing happening, and there is a reaction happening, which is amazing. But now we're going to add about 10 cups of warm water. And then I'm going to mix in some of my detox herbal mixture, and that is the Vita Detox. And that is something that you're going to be blending. Thank you very much. And so what you're going to do is open up, and we have to thank our sponsors at VitaTree. So this is the Vita Detox. So this is the full body detox that I'm often referring to. So you're going to open up the entire bottle, all the capsules, and then you basically get rid of the capsules. You don't need them any longer. And what I do is I put the powder back into the bottle, and this will make you 3 foot baths. Okay, so this is the whole bottle that's been opened up. Ideally, I would put that back into the bottle. So I just need 1/3 of the quantity of what we've opened up, and I'm mixing that into the mixture. And these are all the herbal medicines that detoxify all of those internal organs. And it takes a bit to sort of mix this up, but then basically what you do is you sit down in a nice relaxing chair, ideally with a blanket so that you can get nice and cozy, and you're going to soak your feet in here for 45 minutes. You're just going to relax and allow those herbal medicines and this entire mixture to pull and draw those toxins out through your feet. It's amazing. This is so relaxing, but it really does pull those toxins out. You will absolutely love it. And so I want to hear from you if you are able to try this in the next couple of weeks. A great way to detoxify, and I do this regularly, helping to pull those toxins out. So yes, taking the herbal medicines internally is one thing, but pulling them out through your feet is amazing. And what I do at home, which is really fun with the kids, they love it, is I have a black light that can identify some little scary critters that we've pulled out through the feet in the water because they fluoresce, and it is phenomenal. I've done full body baths with this as well, just to pull stuff out of the body, and it is amazing, especially when my younger son saw this I showed him the little parasites and things, and he's like, "Oh my God, Mommy, that's so cool." He wasn't freaked out at all. He's like, "That's so cool." I'm like, "Yeah, honey, isn't it good to get these things out of your body so that they're not inside you any longer?" So that's one of the things I want you to try. It is amazing. Let me show you the recipe so that you can screenshot this. And I know we had a few questions last week about how to screenshot. Depending on which device you have, just click those top 2 buttons so that you've got this recipe at home. So again, We had opened up all of those Vita Detox capsules into a bottle, and you're going to use about 1/3 of that mixture with some salt and, of course, some apple cider vinegar and your 10 cups of warm water. Put that all into your basin, put your feet in there, and then relax for 45 minutes. It's important that you stay in there long enough. So your 45 minutes, you've got to stay in there long enough to draw all of those toxins out. You will love this. If you have chronic headaches, a lot of digestive issues, skin issues, eczema and things, do this foot bath. It's a game changer, I'm telling you. So I can't wait to hear how much you are loving this, which is amazing. So thank you. See, the Zia Rosie, this is for detoxifying. So getting those toxins out of the body helps with parasites as well. Okay, we're going to the beauty set now. So let's talk about those number 11 lines. And I've got a natural trick now that you can do at home, which is amazing. We are going to be talking, and we have a little game that we're going to be playing today, talking about how your emotions are related to your internal organs and the health of your organs, coming from traditional Chinese medicine. So we're going to go and see Lucy in just a second. If you haven't met Lucy yet, we're going to go over there. And we're going to try to answer all your questions. Thanks for all the follows, guys, and thanks for sharing today's live. It's so great to have you all here. But this is the beauty set, and here we go. So let's talk about the number 11 lines, and this is something that we can definitely have a positive impact with face taping. So if you haven't seen me do face taping before, I've got a bunch of content on this, and a lot of people are asking me, especially the women are asking me, can you give us more videos on this? So absolutely I will, because that's been a popular request. But you just buy the kinesiology tape, which a lot of people and trainers use, and if you see a physio, they use it to tape your shoulders, your knees and things in terms of fitness and sore muscles and joints and things. And for rehab, they use this kinesiology tape, but I like to use it for face taping. So all you're going to do is cut off a little piece about that size, and you're going to peel off the back so it has a sticky back, and you're going to peel off that back, and basically you're going to sort of, with your first 2 fingers, you're going to spread out the skin where you have those number 11 lines. So make it nice and smooth, and basically apply the tape. And I like to do this at bedtime, which is, did I get it on straight? Yeah, I did. That's good. Which is amazing, because then you wake up, and this, what it does, there's multifactorial ways in the way that this is working. Number one, it sort of reminds you, much like Botox, that you want to relax those muscles so that you're not having those facial expressions, which is going to exacerbate the wrinkles. So that's one thing. Just having the tape there kind of tells your brain, relax those muscles. So that's one aspect. The other aspect is that you're actually stretching the skin, opening up, the crevice of the wrinkle, and then you're taping it flat so that hopefully that there's some tissue memory there in terms of keeping that nice and flat. But I'm telling you, when you take this off in the morning, even when I take it off now, you can see that those lines have diminished. You've pulled them out because of the tape that was there, okay? Yeah, I got to remove it. We're going to the next segment. And we're getting to our quiz questions in just a second, just as well. So there you go. You peel it off. Beautiful, beautiful. And this is amazing. If you've not yet tried face taping, I want you to try it. It is a game changer. Please put a 2 in the comments if you do face taping. And you can use the silicone tape, absolutely, yes. But this is much less expensive. But you can use the silicone strips as well. It works well. I'm not sure that it has the same amount of sticking power when you use the silicone. That's the only difference, I would say. And yeah, great questions, everyone. Okay, breakfast, yes. Jackie, too. I see a lot of 2s in the comments. Thanks for sharing today's live, everyone. I see a lot of new followers as well, so thank you. Hey, Deora, thank you for sharing today's live. Fantastic to have you all here today. It's so much fun. Okay. Are we at quiz time? We're at quiz time. Okay, so every show, if you're new here for the first time, every show we have quiz questions. And what you're playing for every week changes. This week we are playing for the Vita Detox. So this is something that I definitely want you all to participate in, and this is great. And we thank our sponsors at VitaTree that make the Doctor Janine Show possible in the first place. Okay, are we ready, everyone? Here is question number 1. Here we go. True or false? You can draw toxins out of your body via a detox foot bath. You've got just 30 seconds. Put your answers in now. Go. Okay, everybody get your answers in. I see a lot of participation here. Congratulations to everybody. Just do your best to put all of your answers in. Good job, everyone. Four seconds left. Get your answers in really quick. Okay, good job, everyone. I think I saw mostly correct answers. The answer is true. Yes, absolutely. You can draw those toxins out of your body. If you're just tuning in now, I just shared the Detox foot bath recipe with you that I love to do for myself, my kids. Love it, love it, love it. If you missed that, we'll come back to it at the end, so don't go anywhere because you can screenshot the recipe so that you can make it at home. Okay. Last week's winner, we want to congratulate, of the VitaTree Vita Detox, was Bola Megan. So congratulations, yes, to Bola Megan for participating, number one, but number two, you are a winner of last week's Vita Detox. So congratulations. Make sure, everyone, that you are following Team Dr. Janine, because if you are our winner, we want to be able to reach you and be able to contact you and get all of your information so that we can send your prize to you, okay? So you've got a few more opportunities today to play in our quiz portion of the show, so don't forget to make sure that you're following Team Dr. Janine. Okay, we are going to be going to the kitchen in just a minute with our green detox shot recipe, which you will love. I absolutely love it. And let's talk about cellulite first, okay, ladies? So this is a women's issue. Only 10% of the male population has cellulite, so it's mostly us, ladies. And let me just put my little parasite down there. Oops, I just dropped the parasite. That's okay. So we remember when we're young, usually cellulite is not an issue. We have nice, smooth surfaces on the backs of our legs, the backs of the arms, around the abdomen. Everything's great when we're young and we have great circulation. But what happens over time, and the more toxins that we accumulate, we get this dimpling effect, and that's because as women, our connective tissue is different from a man's connective tissue, and it pulls down in between those outpouchings of that extracellular fluid that we've got, those toxins and that fluid buildup, and of course that fat that builds up as well, especially if you sit a lot. This can be more problematic if you're not as active. This is a big problem. So what do we do? So let's share some tips now, specifically how to get rid of cellulite. Okay, so my first tip, number one, probably doesn't come to a big surprise here, is to do that full body detox. And doing that ideally 4 times a year at the change of each season is the best time to do that detox. Okay, tip number 2, do some lymphatic massage. So either go and see a professional to do that lymphatic massage, and someone who's trained in doing that drainage of the lymph, but you can also check out some of my other videos that I have on doing that lymphatic massage. I will be posting some more as to drain and how to drain the lower body. I often focus on the upper body and the lymphatics here, but we'll have some future posts coming out, so make sure you're following me. Okay, number 3, of course, exercise. The lymphatic system doesn't have its own circulation. You've got to move, and the more bouncing you do, the more rigorous exercise you do, it's going to move your lymph, and that's why it's so important. Okay, number 4, use the roller massages. So this is something that I've showed before, and here's one of them that you can just purchase online. So easy to find these things, which is amazing. And I have a bigger one that's a roller as well. But basically, you're rolling, and I like to do this with my legs up. When you lie in bed with your legs up, if you know this from yoga, you're actually draining your lymph because your main chain is in the midline of your body. And you just roll the areas with this. You've got to break up some of those adhesions that happen, and that's going to be really helpful for your cellulite. So doing that is really going to have a great impact. Now, the other thing that I love, there are specific herbal medicines that really do help with circulation and specifically with cellulite, as been proven in some of the studies, which is amazing. So some of my favorites are horse chestnut, Gotu kola is another one, butcher's broom, and diosmin and hesperidin. And these are the citrus bioflavonoids that we find in the white part, in the pith of our citrus fruits like lemons and oranges. And this has a lot to do with strengthening those vein walls, helps with that circulation, but helps with the cellulite as well. So if you want to screenshot this really quick, here are the tips. We can refer back to it a little bit later if you missed it, because we got to move on. But I also want to call out and say thank you to our viewer spotlight for this week. And our viewer spotlight is Jennifer Orsini. So shout out and big hurrah for Jennifer Orsini. Thank you for your educational content. I've learned so much. So every week, thank you, Jennifer, so much. We call out a viewer spotlight. So continue to send in your great information and all of your great positive feedback for the show and for the content that we share, which is amazing. Okay, so now we will be talking and coming back to the kitchen to make that green detox shot. Here we go. This is what it looks like. We're going to be making this in just a few minutes, so don't go anywhere. Say hello. Please let me know where everybody is from today. It's so great to have you all here. And be healthy. Michigan is listening. All right. It's great to have you, and thank you for tuning in. And we will put the herbal medicines up in just a second. You got to be patient for that. That's a little cliffhanger. Okay, we'll come to that in just a second. But let's talk now about, and are we playing the game right now? Yes, we are playing the game. Okay, we're going to play a little game. We did this last week, and it was so much fun. I had so much fun because I love quizzing everybody out there who's watching today. So hello in Balza 1 in New Mexico. I hope you're ready to play the quiz like everybody else. And Jedi Master in South Dakota, nice to see you. Hello, Vancouver, a fellow Canadian. Hello, hello. And Yuzi Mercy in South Africa, so great to have you here. Hello in Florida as well. Is it CRSE Lou? Nice to have you. And Jamaica's here. Kesha, hello. Minnesota is here as well. Oh my goodness. And California is here. Alberta is here as well. Lakeport, California. Ottawa, Ontario, Berlin. Hello, hello. Guten Tag. Nice to see you. Okay. Are we ready? Here we go. Okay, so this is our game. So this is Lucy, if you missed it last week. This is so much fun. And Lucy helps to teach us about different parts of our body. Okay, so according to traditional Chinese medicine, our internal organs are a reflection of what's going on with our emotions. So when we've got chronic issues in some of our tissues, it can be related to our emotional health as well. So we're going to do a little quiz, okay? I'm going to point to a part of Lucy, and hopefully some of you know some of this information. If not, you're going to be learning, so don't go anywhere because this is all a learning experience for all of us. I'm going to point to that part of Lucy, and you're going to tell me which emotion, according to traditional Chinese medicine, is related to that organ system. Are we ready? Okay, let's go. Let's start with the liver. And the liver and the eyes are connected in traditional Chinese medicine. Let's see, who knows? Oh, Tara, it was quick, very quick. World traveler, oh my goodness. I've got some smart followers here. Thank you. Kimberly, yes. Oh my goodness. There's a lot of smart people here. Thank you for the new follows. I see that coming through. Elsie Castles, hello. Yes, I see your answers coming through. Amazing, amazing, amazing. And anybody else going to take a crack at it? Yes. Good, 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 good. Okay. Yes. Hello, hello. And someone else from Germany here. Guten Tag, guten Tag. Nice to see you here. Thank you for tuning in. Okay, I think all platforms got that right. Okay, so in terms of the liver and your eyes can be related to anger. Anger is seated in the liver. So chronic liver issues, fatty liver, red eyes is an indication. If somebody's eyes are red all the time, that can be a chronic anger thing. Okay? Number 2, let's go to, sorry, Lucy, I'm taking you apart a little bit. There we go. The heart. So what emotion goes with the heart? There's a few answers here. What emotion goes with the heart? I want to hear from you. Please put it in the comments. If you're just tuning in right now, we're playing a little game. I'm Dr. Janine, naturopathic doctor. Nice to see you all. Thank you for tuning in today. Thanks for all the great shares and the followers and everybody who is tuning in today. So I'm talking about the emotions as they're related in traditional Chinese medicine to what's going on with the organ systems. Okay, we see, oh yes, Raman, like those answers. Good, Nancy. Thank you for participating. Nadia, yes. Darshi, I like the fact that we've got a lot of good answers in here. Gwendolyn, love, sunshine. Okay, good job, everyone. So, yes, the heart has to do with love, absolutely, impatience as well, and joy. So having that joy. So good answers, everyone. Hope I like that as well. Okay, let's talk about the next one. So the spleen and stomach. Spleen and stomach. Which emotion goes with spleen and stomach? This one's a little bit trickier. So let's see if anybody has studied traditional Chinese medicine. Spleen and stomach. Which emotion goes with spleen and stomach? Please put it in the comments. Just take a stab at it. Oh, wow. User 702. I like this. I like this. Some people are a little off track here. Good. Thank you for the follows, guys. I see all of that happening. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all the follows. Thank you. We have some answers. Yes. Samaya, Awana, yes. Good job, everyone. Okay, so for the spleen, stomach, this has to do with worry. Worry. So if you're worried all the time, that can affect your digestion. Does that make sense? I don't know. I know a lot of you may be watching for the first time and thinking, wow, yeah, that makes sense. So a lot of worry can be related to, of course, your digestion and your spleen and stomach. Okay, let's go to, now sorry, Lucy, I'm taking you apart like really badly today. Here we go. Let's get to, can I throw somebody a liver? Thank you. All right. And we got Sam behind the scenes. He's ready to catch body parts. Here we go. Okay, so here we go. The kidneys and also the ears. So the kidneys, the ears, and the knees are related to what emotion? Thank you for all the new follows, guys. Thanks for sharing today's live as well. We were just asking questions here and having so much fun. We got it on YouTube. It was fast. Oh my goodness. Kimberly, that was quick. Rebecca, I see that as well. And thank you for the follows, guys. I see that. Thank you for tuning in today. If you're first and new to the show, we do this every Tuesday at this time at 11 a.m. So please join our future shows. Check out all my content. If you're seeing me for the first time, I'm Dr. Janine, naturopathic doctor, and we talk all things natural in the show. Okay, the kidneys, the ears, the knees, related to, a lot of you got this right, fear, cornflower quilts. I see that. Arletta, yes, you are correct. So the kidneys and the ears have to do with fear. So chronic ringing in the ears can be related to fear, knee problems can be related to fear, and of course, chronic kidney problems. Okay, and our last one for today, the gallbladder. Oh, I need the liver back, please. Thank you very much. And I got my liver back. Well, not my liver, Lucy's liver. So sorry, Lucy. Okay, are we ready? The gallbladder. Does anybody know this one? What does the gallbladder have to do with? What emotion, according to traditional Chinese medicine? The gallbladder. Let's see who gets this first. Let's see. Loletta in Nassau, Bahamas. Love that area. Nice to see you. Thank you for tuning in today. Does anybody know what this is related to? I see some very good answers. Andrea, yes, I like that. Yes, yes. Anybody else? Nikki knew, even if you don't have a gallbladder, you still have the functionality of what's going on with the organ, even if it's been removed. But very good point. Anybody? Oh, we stumped everybody? Oh my goodness. I mean, there's a lot of good answers. Borderline, yes, absolutely correct. Absolutely. Not the one I'm looking for, though. Okay, the gallbladder has to do with, anybody else? Oh, we stumped everyone. It has to do with courage. Courage. So chronic gallbladder issues, if you go through something really challenging where you lacked courage, maybe you developed some gallbladder issues, that could be related to that. So interesting information. I hope that you take this home and you love the fact that you can use these things to kind of put things together for yourself, for your health, make connections. And that's what this show is all about, is making connections for, a lot of people that just simply don't think about these things, but more importantly, to really empower you to get healthier yourself and of course to do it naturally. That's what I'm all about. Okay, now we're going to quiz question. Can I put this? Oh, yeah, I'll just put this back here. Okay, quiz question number 2. We have 3 quiz questions in today's show, but this is quiz question number 2. I hope that you were paying attention. Earlier, we talked a little bit, if you're just tuning in now, we talked about cellulite. So this is my cellulite model, and this is what I use on television to describe cellulite, and more importantly, what we can do about it. Okay, here's our quiz question number 2. Name a herbal medicine that can help with cellulite. Name a herbal medicine that can help with cellulite. You've got 30 seconds starting now. Just try to put your answers in. Okay, name a herbal medicine that can help with cellulite. Thank you very much. I see lots of answers coming in. Good job, everyone. Oh, yes, I see some really good answers. Thanks for the, yeah, I like that one. That's great. Awesome, awesome. I saw one answer. I just have to call this one out. Bucket something. I love that because I know you're going with butcher's broom. I know that your brain was trying to make that connection. Bucket something is close to butcher's broom, but I know what you mean. So butcher's broom is one of them, as well as gotu kola, horse chestnut, and diosmin and hesperidin, which of course comes from our citrus fruits. We're going to the kitchen in just a second to make our detox shot, but there was a question that came up earlier that I saw in the comments. You were looking, of course, for those herbal medicines to help with the cellulite and for circulation as well, so that's what it is right there. So yeah, so thanks for hanging on to get that answer. Okay, let's go to the kitchen. Let's make the green detox shot. I love this. And if you missed our previous week, so a couple weeks ago, we made our anti-inflammatory turmeric shot. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So if you missed that one, we can pull up that recipe towards the end, so we can pull that up. Just let us know if you want to see that in a little bit. Now, last week we made our UTI busting shot with cranberries, blueberries, amazing, ginger, lemon. Love it, love it, love it. I want to know if anybody has tried this out yet. Has anybody tried these recipes? Please put a thumbs up in the comments. And thank you for, I see the beautiful comments coming in on YouTube. So thank you, that's so sweet. Thank you, thank you, thank you. As well as, this is the one we're making today. So this is our green detox shake. Shot. I keep saying shake. It's a shot. It's a shot that you take in the morning. I like to do this ideally on an empty stomach. Sometimes I do it right when I get home from work. So it's, long after I've had my midday meal. So I am on an empty stomach. I just find on an empty stomach it has better absorption and I feel more of that kick from doing the detox. However, you can really take this at any time, but this is a great thing to do. Okay, are we ready to blend this up? So basically, what we're doing is we're adding in our detox herbal medicine. So we've opened up 10 capsules of the Vita Detox. Again, we thank our sponsors from VitaTree who make this possible and make this entire show and the set and everything possible. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So 10 caps of this have been opened up and I'm just putting this into my water. So you're gonna use, depending on how much of a batch that you want to make, you can see how full my blender is here. It's about 600 mLs of water, but you can do more or less depending on how much of, a batch you want to make. I like it a little bit more watery. Some people like it a little bit thicker. I just find that it's easier to strain if we've got a little bit more water and it's going to extend your batch just a little bit. Okay, now I'll get to the lemon in just a second. We've got 2 big leaves of organic kale, and I took off like the really stocky, harsh part, and we're gonna put that into the blender. And this is gonna take a bit to blend it today, so it's gonna be fun. Okay, then we've got about a cup of parsley, okay? And we will be showing you this recipe, so don't worry, you don't have to remember or write any of this down. A cup of fresh parsley, again, organic. If you can, ideally if you grow it yourself, that's gonna be the best. We also have 2 inches of organic ginger. Organic ginger is gonna be a lot spicier than the regular one that you buy in the store, so I do encourage, again, to get the organic. And an entire lemon, again, organic. So I'm comfortable with using the entire lemon, the outside, the pith, the rind, everything in the blender. And some maple syrup. Now you don't have to use the maple syrup if you know the old, master cleanser that has the lemon, the maple syrup, the cayenne pepper, that whole recipe. I just like a little bit of the maple syrup. We're going to be doing some posts about maple syrup because of the attributes, lower in fructose as compared to honey, but has a ton of minerals, which is really important. And yes, it is sweet. So this one you're going to gauge. I mean, if you're doing a lower carb type of thing, but being a Canadian girl, and of course being here in Canada, I just like a little bit of that maple syrup. And remember, this is going to be divided into, lots of dosages here. I like a bit of that maple syrup just to sweeten it up, and it just does something to help to balance out those greens and those strong flavors in the greens. And it does help with detoxification as well because of those minerals to help to chelate out some of those heavy metals that your body may be holding on to. Okay, so I'm going to have my friend blend this up for us, and we're going to come back and I'm going to show you how you get it into those beautiful little bottles. So that is the green detox shot recipe. I hope, now let me know, did anybody, thank you for all the new shares and thank you for tuning in today. Well, I want to know, did anybody make some of the previous recipes? Did you make any of those shots? I hope that you did. Thank you for the follows, Shaquila. Thank you for sharing today's live as well. Our detox shot is almost blended up, and we will be having, and you'll have the opportunity to ask me some questions in just a few moments. So don't go anywhere. I know if you've been holding on a lot of questions, and of course my team is going to tell me some of your questions. We're going to come back to that in just a second. And we're going to go and show you that detox shot. Okay, so here we go. This is what it looks like. Beautiful, beautiful. And so, of course, it's going to have, and that's why I like using the blenders, the strong blender, is that you have, the ability to really break down those components and those cell walls without compromising the integrity of your raw, fresh, organic veggies in this combination. So I basically just get a strainer, and I'm going to strain out what I need, and then I'm going to pour it into my fancy little juice bottle, and this is, or my shot bottle. And then this is what we end up with. And so you can make multiple shots. I have these now lined up in the fridge, you can imagine. And there we go. Aren't they beautiful? Oh my goodness. So if you missed any of these other recipes, we will show it. Let me show you this green detox recipe real quick. If you missed those other recipes, we will definitely call those up and you can screenshot those as well. But let's look at the recipe for the green detox shot. So here it is. So again, we had 10 caps of the VitaTree Vita Detox. That's your full body detox, as well as our kale, parsley, ginger, whole lemon. Take a quick screen grab of this and you put that all into your blender with some water, of course, and blend it up, and then you're going to strain it, and then you can keep it in the fridge for up to 2 weeks. And what you want to do, of course, is always keep it in glass. That's going to be really important for you. Okay, we are at quiz question number 3. I hope you all got that. If you didn't get it, if we're running too fast for you, then just let us know. In a few moments, we're going to call up all the recipes again if you missed anything. Okay, here we go. Quiz question number 3, our final quiz question for this week. Is everybody ready? I hope you're paying attention. Here we go. Which emotion is related to the liver in TCM? You've got 30 seconds starting now. Get your answers in, go. Wow, so many people are quick already before the timer even comes up. All right. Yes, I love those answers coming in. Nice job, nice job. I see a lot of good questions coming as well, so we'll do a Q&A, so don't go anywhere. I'm going to try to address some of those questions that came through. Okay, everybody all right, we're out of time. I hope you got your answers in. The answer, the liver, is anger. Yes, the emotion is anger, as it's related, of course, to the liver and your liver health. So if you have chronic anger issues, chronic liver issues, you got to ask yourself, okay, is there some suppressed anger, some anger that's being overly, talked about and letting it out all the time? That could be an issue too, and that can compromise your liver function and cause some inflammation there. Okay, excuse me. Now, I'm going to answer some of your questions. I saw some great questions coming through. I hope I remember some of them, but it is great to have you all here. And if you're just tuning in now, today we talked about flukes. We talked about parasites. We talked about how to do a detox foot bath. And I shared some tips for cellulite as well. We did some face taping for the number 11s. And I shared that beautiful recipe for that green detox shot. So if there's any recipe that you missed, you're just tuning in, thank you. Then this is something that we can call up those recipes so that you can screenshot them. And if you want to see that detox foot bath and what it looks like, I'll show that to you in just a second as well. So let me know what you want to know and what you okay, World Traveler, some tips for red light therapy. We're going to do some future episodes. I'm going to make you hang on that one. So make sure that you are following my content, because that's coming up in the next few weeks, talking about how to do red light therapy and, what are some of the benefits of that red light therapy. So please stick around. Maybe we will feature it in one of our shows as well. It's a great idea, so we'll make a note of that. How often do you do the detox foot bath? It depends on how toxic you are. So again, if you're just tuning in, we did this and made this beautiful, I'm going to be careful not to get it all over my suit, okay? This detox foot bath. So you're going to soak your feet in this. If you want to see that recipe, you're just tuning in now, we can pull up that recipe. But you can do this once a week. If you've got severe toxic issues, once a month. You know, ideally, and if it were my patient that I was seeing who had, let's say, a chronic issue with liver issue, maybe some anger, which we talked about today, maybe chronic headaches, I would be doing this at least every 4 to 5 days to alleviate that toxic load, as well as doing the internal detox with the same herbal medicines that we put into the detox foot bath to alleviate the toxic load. And springtime is the best time to detoxify because you can get more sunlight now, and that is going to help to support all of your internal functioning of your detox roots, which is really important to get that sunshine as you're detoxing. So really it is the most opportune time of year right now. Get some natural UV sun exposure and also do your spring detoxing and your spring cleansing, which is amazing. Okay, so you want to see the recipe? Here we go. There we go. So this was the detox foot bath. We opened up 60 capsules of the Vita Detox, as well as we used some salt, and whether it's sea salt or the Himalayan salt, of course, we also have the apple cider vinegar, about 1/2 cup, and 10 cups of that warm water. And then you're going to soak your feet in there for 45 minutes. That's the key, 45 minutes. So yeah, again, depending. And if you do have specific questions, let's put up the email address that you can email if you do have specific questions. Email the team at VitaTree, who are very well versed in all of my protocols. So please send an email to hello@vitatree.com if you have specific questions as to things that you want, you know, some clarification on, which is amazing. Okay, so we got it. Bola Megan, yes, and congratulations. So yes, so this is amazing that, you know, you are here again today. And if you do have other questions, please put it in the question. There was a question earlier about SIBO that I saw that I want to call up. Question about SIBO, can you do the detoxing? Yes. Can you do the detox shot? Yes. Can you do the foot bath? Yes. And also check out all of my content on SIBO. Actually, that's something else. Let's put a note. My team, please, behind the scenes, let's do some more SIBO content, because parasite cleansing really, really important for that as well. And the sunlight exposure is going to be really important. Okay, so we did, if you missed it earlier, so thank you, Sam. So Sam has strained our detox shot, and this is what it looks like. And then, of course, you put it into glass containers in the fridge, and you do your detox shot. 1 or 2 shots per day is amazing. And of course, if you want to see the recipe, we're going to call that up. And of course, we added in the Vita Detox. Okay, here we go. Here's the green detox shake. So I keep calling it a shake. Okay, sorry. I'm thinking shamrock shakes. Nobody had one of those, did you? If you don't know what that is, if anybody knows what a shamrock shake is, yeah, we had St. Patrick's Day, and a certain restaurant that I don't frequent makes these green shakes. Blech. Anyways, as a kid, I love them, but not anymore. But you can make a healthy one. But anyway, the detox shot, here's the recipe if you want to screenshot that really quickly, and that's what we made. And of course, opening up those Vita Detox capsules, putting that in, that's your full body detox. Amazing for energy levels, chronic headaches. You could do that along with the foot detox that we shared earlier as well. And that is amazing. Thank you, Dinky, for sharing today's live. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Is it, I don't know how to pronounce that, but thank you. Yes, awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so thank you. And there were some herbal medicines that I did post. So I know some questions are coming in, some herbal medicines that can we pull that up, the herbal medicines for the cellulite? That was the answer to one of our quiz questions. I know somebody's asking about that, so let me pull that up really. Ping pong fuzz, shamrock shakes rock. Must have 1 a week to maintain health. So there is a healthy recipe. I have to remember that for next year, that we're going to do a healthy shamrock shake. Okay, here we go. So here are the herbal medicines. Somebody was asking about this, the herbal medicines to help with cellulite. If you have specific questions about this and where to find this mixture, please send an email to hello@vitatree.com. Send an email to hello@vitatree.com. And we'll let you know how to get this mixture of those herbal medicines, which is great for cellulite. It's great for circulation, for varicose veins, spider veins. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Here's that email, hello@vitatree.com, if you want to know more about that whole concoction, which is great for, of course, the cellulite, which is amazing. Vanessa, thank you. I see some props happening here. Please let me know if you're just tuning in right now. Please let me know where everybody is from. Weight gain, Amber Rose, 1967. Yes, leptin resistant. So if you missed last week's show, and you can find it on, of course, on Instagram and on YouTube. You can watch last week's show. We did talk about weight loss and weight gain and leptin resistance and why it's so important to fix your leptin levels, okay? So make sure you check that out. Dixie Dust in Scotland, nice to see you. User 624484 in Kansas City, hello, hello. Do parasites cause psoriasis? Yes, absolutely. You got to do parasite cleansing. Tom Inez, thank you for the new follow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, and I see so many beautiful comments come in. I can't read them all off. Maybe you will be our viewer spotlight for next week. You're so kind. Thank you, thank you. I see those hearts coming in. And thank you for all the good wishes and the blessings. Love you all. Thank you for tuning in. I mean, today was an amazing show, wasn't it? And I'm not going to wrap it up yet because I know there's still a bunch of questions coming in. So thank you. If you want to see any of those recipes, we did make, maybe we can pull all three of my little bottles. Where are they? Oh, here they are. Okay, so if you missed, here's the one that we made today was the detox shot. So isn't that beautiful? All the greens in there. Sorry, was that too close to your brain? Are we good? Okay. And here, this is what we made a couple weeks ago was the anti-inflammatory turmeric shot, which is amazing. Great for liver health as well. So I know that we talked about liver health. And we also last week made the UTI busting shot. So this is fantastic. And I want to know if anybody made any of these. Seema, thank you. You're so kind. And in Johannesburg, thank you. Bach, thank you from South Africa. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How many ounces in a shot? This is about 1.5 ounces-ish. You can buy different size bottles. I just like this size. It's a little bit more than 1 ounce. But yeah, take that one shot, or you can do 2 shots a day. I have to stop myself because you can imagine in my fridge, I've got all these shots like, which one will I take today? They're so yummy and so quick and easy to make. And once you've got them, you've got them. My kids take them. They take them all the time and go through the supply, which is amazing. But I love it. I love the fact that, we're all on the same page and getting healthier. Oh, user 277, what causes ringing in the ears? One of the things that causes ringing in the ears is a B12 deficiency. So this is really more common than what you would think. It can be a neurological problem, but our B12 is really important for ringing in the ears. I do have some posts on that, so make sure you check it out. That is pinned in my TikTok. Or it used to be pinned actually. It was one of my top, and I have an exercise for tinnitus as well, where you pull on the ear and that can help and give some instant relief. Okay, somebody wants to see the turmeric shot recipe. Nanes 333, can we show that? Or should we go? Yes, we've got it, thank you. So this is the morning digestive shot, anti-inflammatory shot recipe that we saw with the turmeric. So if you missed that, that was a couple weeks ago. We made this one. So there you go. If you want to screenshot that really quickly, it had whole lemon, of course the turmeric, curcumin capsules that we opened up, some water, some fresh organic ginger, as well as some unpasteurized honey. Now you don't have to add the honey. Make sure it is local and make sure it is unpasteurized. If you get pasteurized honey, it's going to kill all the good stuff, all the enzymes and all the live properties of that honey. Okay, DK Hands. Which one do you want to see, the UTI shot? Okay, can we bring up the UTI shot recipe as well? So this is for fighting UTIs, works like a charm. Of course, it has our cranberries, organic blueberries as well, a whole organic lemon, and organic ginger, and of course the immune support from VitaTree. You open up those capsules, which has an antibiotic effect. So if you have an acute infection going on, you want to kill off that bad bacteria. The E. coli usually is the culprit here. Then that is what you're going to do. You put that all into the blender, then you strain it, and that's what you're doing for that UTI busting shot. Okay, there we go. All right, so the green shot one more time? Okay, one more time. Here's the green detox shot. Here we go. So we've got our capsules of the Vita Detox, which is your full body detox, helps to detoxify your liver, your kidneys, your lungs, the lymphatic system. When we talked about cellulite, that's really important as well. And we've got the kale, the parsley, the ginger, the lemon, and the maple syrup. To taste, you don't have to add the maple syrup, but I like a little bit of sweetness in the remedy, in that recipe, because it's fantastic to help, with getting those extra minerals too, to help to detoxify those heavy metal toxins. Okay, if you just are tuning in now and you missed what we talked about, this entire show will be saved and archived on Instagram and on YouTube. We talked about flukes today, which was amazing. We did a detox foot bath. We also talked about cellulite today, and we always talk about weight loss. And a couple weeks ago, we talked about leptin resistance. In the coming shows, we're going to be talking about that as well. Thank you to everybody who tuned in today. We will be on a 2-week hiatus. So coming back in a few weeks, we will be on a 2-week hiatus. However, please check out all my new content. I work really hard behind the scenes. My entire team does. So let's shout them out. Yay! Thank you, thank you, thank you to the whole entire team at the Doctor Janine Show. I couldn't do it without them. I'm the face in front of you, but the team, it takes a village to put these shows together and all of our content as well. So let's thank them. It's so great to have had you all here today. Please, in the next couple of weeks, you won't see me live, but check out all my new content, because all of that research that I'm doing and all the new and emerging information that's coming out in the natural health world, that's what I'm sharing in my content. So please check it out, continue to share. And you're so welcome, Carla. Thank you for all the love that you give me throughout the shows too. It's so much fun for me as well. Now we're coming back April 11th. We'll be live again. We're going to be making a face mask using maple syrup. Being a Canadian here, it is maple syrup season. So we're going to be making that beautiful face mask, which is great for inflammation on the face. It's great for acne. It's anti-aging. It's amazing. I'm going to share my favorite protein ball recipe, which I love. Just had that for breakfast this morning. And some new research that is emerging on sunlight and fat loss. So that's going to be really exciting. We're going to talk more about leptin resistance. I know I have a ton of questions all the time on what leptin resistance is. So that we will be talking about. And if you are, of course, new to the channel, please make sure that you're checking out all my content. Thank you for all the love in today's show. One of my goals is always to empower you and to teach you about the healing of your own body, mind, and spirit. It was so great to have you all here today. Thank you, and we'll see you in a few weeks. Love you all. Bye.